Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's weekly reading for the week of August 26th to September the 1st. So your cards this week, Scorpio, we have an Oracle card, Trust Your Path. Beautiful. Energies leaving, completing or transitioning. You have the Page of Cups clarified with the Chariot. Focus energies, we have the Two of Swords clarified with the Page of Wands, and we have the Two of Wands clarified with the Four of Swords. So, we'll come back to the full description of your Oracle card at the end, Scorpio, but what this is really saying is that if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And to trust in your path. So I think some of you are most definitely at a crossroads. We can see that by the cards that we've got in the spread here. And I think, if you're really not sure which way to go, if you really look inside yourself and think, if I really had any option in the world, what is it that I would do? What is your true path? And I think now it's time for you to seek that. And many of you are being called to align with your true purpose and find your meaning in life, basically, to find out what your role truly is. Now, I think that some of you might have been going through that kind of questioning recently, and I think some of you are starting to discover that, and there might be a decision on the table as to which way to turn. Now, in your recent past here, Page of Cups with the Chariot. Yeah, so I feel like, you are ready to move forward in this new direction, but there's been a little bit of, sort of interesting things happening around what direction it is to move forward in. Now, with the Page of Cups, I feel like for some of you, something might have come in that was quite unexpected, or there's been an unexpected turn for you that's kind of, maybe your calling is not what you thought it was. That's what I'm trying to say. I think some of you might have, through synchronicity or accidentally, discovered a passion or discovered something. And now you're sort of thinking, oh, well, maybe it's that after all. Maybe that's the direction I'm supposed to move forward in. So, maybe you've never been into, for example, let's say gardening, and you might have, been given a plant by a friend as a gift, and you've just, you've tended to it, you've enjoyed that process, and you've just fallen in love with gardening, and now you want to pursue a life or career with that. And, it could be that's something completely unexpected for you. Now, if this is a love reading for you, because it's obviously a general reading, it's hard to tell. Maybe someone completely unexpected who wasn't your normal type, you weren't expecting them, maybe they're a little bit zany with the Page of Cups here, has come in for you, and you're thinking, oh, whoa, I'd never pictured myself in this, but it just feels right. It's that kind of thing, and I think if you trust your gut, you'll know whether this thing that you're moving forward with or trying to make the decision to move forward is, you'll know whether it's right or not. But in the Chariot, we can see the black and the white Sphinx here. So what they represent is that there is maybe some internal battle or struggle, some mixed feelings, some little bit of confusion. You're in two minds about this thing that you've been presented with, this pathway, and you're not too sure whether to walk this path or not. But the Chariot talks about, going through the process of integrating these opposite forces or these two states of mind. And once you've done that, that's when you'll basically charge forward with, great speed. So it's really in the recent past, or some of you might be in this transition at the moment, is trying to make the decision whether to move forward with this or not. And it could even, we've got quite a few indicators of physical travel here too. So whatever this transition is, or this new path, it could even mean that you need to relocate for it, and that can be a really big move for a lot of people. So you're really trying to make the decision of whether to really invest in that opportunity, and to, whether to trust that path and go for it, whether to jump on in. So this week, Two of Swords with the Page of Wands. Yeah, so we see you facing the decision this week, what to do, what path to walk, and, weighing up the options there with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, it's really a decision that kind of relates to matters of the heart as well. She can see she kind of keeps her heart protected here. So, it is a big decision for you, but the key is with the Two of Swords is to tap into your intuition, as indicated by the moon here, because that's the key to really making the right decision for you. Because in your gut, I think you'll know which way is the right way for you to go. And it's all about having trust and faith that the universe is going to conspire to line things up for you and to really make this a successful opportunity for you. So that's clarified here with the Page of Wands. So maybe, we've got 2 pages here, this kind of fresh energy. And, pages are messengers. The Page of Wands is also an explorer. So maybe we need to be more in the Page of Wands energy this week, as in somebody who's up for the adventure, who's ready to set out on the adventure, who might, know that they need to walk deserts, but through doing that, they know that they're going to gain great growth. And they're up for the adventure, and they're ready to explore, and they're ready for the expedition because they know it's going to lead somewhere beautiful in the end. So I think if you, can kind of take on that kind of Page of Wands energy, that kind of fresh and youthful vibe, and even though, it might be tempted to stay with the, the well-trodden path, I think you're being called somewhere else, and it's time to take the road less traveled, and it could involve quite a paradigm shift for you. Coming in towards the end of the week, we see you again contemplating the future, and we have the 4 of Swords as well. So the 2 of Wands, talks about somebody who is kind of reviewing their life, really. It can be called the life review card. With the 2 of Wands, this person has the Wand of the Past still attached to the top of the castle here, and the Wand of the Future, which he is firmly grasping. So I think you know which way you're going to go. The Page of Wands also grasps this wand of the future and looks as it starts to grow and sprout. So I think that this future opportunity is going to lead to bigger and better things for you. You know it's going to grow and expand, but you still quite haven't let go of the past and decided to take that leap of faith. You haven't quite decided to leave your comfort zone or to step off the well-trodden path into the road less travelled. But I do think that you're just right on the edge of tipping over into that decision making once you've kind of brought these opposing feelings together. I think it's just really a matter of tipping you over the edge to make this decision. And you know that you have the whole world in your hands, and that this opportunity is limitless, the potential is limitless, and it has the ability to bring in much greater abundance for you. So we have that with the 4 of Swords here. So I feel like, you might need to take a little bit of time out to make this decision, or after you've made the decision, maybe a little bit of rest for the journey ahead. Because, you know that it's going to be initially probably a little bit of hard work, but you still have the energy reserves here. You still have your sword of victory or your sword of battle ready to go, all ready when, you decide to come back from this kind of contemplation or restful period that you might be going through. And, we do have that linkage to the 3 of Swords here, with the 3 of Swords in the top of the card. So, there might be people that you need to let go of in order to move forward. You might need to leave a workplace that you really love. There might be something that you need to release that could cause you some form of hurt or pain. But, this is what life is like. Sometimes we have to release things. We have to go through those times of pain. But those wounds will heal. And when they heal twice as strong. And, this is essential for you to go through these cycles in order to get to, your next level, basically. So let's read out your Oracle card here, Scorpio. Trust your path. Okay, so if you knew you would be supported, what would you do? The universe is conspiring. Keep facing your true north. Your job is not to pave the path, but to simply keep facing your true north and take one step after another. If you do this, you can't go wrong. So, it's all about not having any doubt. This also talks about, your heart being the compass. So tune into what you feel is best for you, and know that if you decide to step beyond your comfort zone and take that leap, the universe is going to conspire. It's going to line things up for you to guide you on this new journey. So Scorpio, that's what I have for you. I wish you the best of luck with that. It looks like an exciting new journey for you. It's looking like it'll all work out if you can just take that leap of faith. So keep in mind it's a general reading. It won't necessarily resonate with every Scorpio out there. And I'll be back here next week for another reading with you.